Hello everyone, my name is Sergei Kutseikin and I'm a graduate student at the Scripps Research Institute. I'm a recipient of PhRMA Foundation Predoctoral Fellowship in drug discovery. My journey with science started with my fascination with chemistry in the middle school. I grew up in a small coal mining town in Siberia in Russia where opportunities were very limited, and the only typical path to success there was usually sports. So for years, I actually trained to become a competitive kickboxer. But in my 8th grade, when I was first introduced to chemistry, I was completely excited and hooked by it. And I loved just the logic of it. And later, during a biochemistry class at university, I realized that I could use those chemical principles to actually understand human disease biology. And that was a kind of a turning point for me. I saw that I could apply my background in chemistry to solve complex biological problems. And that's what brought me here to Scripps. I studied the spectrum of fatty liver disease, and particularly metabolic dysfunction-associated steatotic liver disease, or shortly MAFLD, and its severe advanced form, metabolic dysfunction-associated steatohepatitis, or MASH. MAFLD starts with a fat buildup, but in MASH this progresses to inflammation and organ damage and failure. And even though it affects millions of people, we have very few treatments that can actually help and stop the organ from failing. Particularly, we focus on cells' internal protein and lipid factory, which is called endoplasmic reticulum. This factory gets overwhelmed, causing a stress signal that ultimately kills the cells. We utilize a new molecule, Ixophos, that allows us to selectively turn on the factory repair system without activating detrimental effects. And we believe this can protect liver cells from damaging and dying and stop the disease before it becomes irreversible. A standout moment for me was probably during my time at the university-affiliated boarding high school, where I got to do my first real independent research project. I was tasked with synthesizing new organic material for catalysis, and it was my very first time. I was not just following a recipe from a textbook, I was actually creating something new. And I ended up presenting that work at the school conference and winning the second prize. And it might sound quite small now, but the prize was kind of a concrete proof I needed to show myself that I was not just a person who liked the subject in general, but actually loves to do research. What I enjoy the most about research is probably day-to-day problem solving. In the lab, experience rarely work perfectly from the first time, and I actually find a lot of satisfaction in that routine process. Just looking at the raw data, troubleshooting the logic of why something didn't work or failed, and eventually fixing it. And what keeps me motivated is knowing that I'm contributing to a larger picture. I believe science is a team effort that can go through generation and spans from generation. And even if I don't solve the whole disease myself right now, I can be sure that my data adds some solid and reliable piece to the puzzle that future scientists can build on. My future career goal is to lead a research team that bridges the gap between basic discovery and new medicines, whether it is in university settings or in the industry. And I eventually want to continue finding first-in-class ways to treat human diseases.